by the time that I'd concluded, I had nothing left to lose. My heart had sunk so low I felt it squishing in my shoes. And I didn't have the guts to say I didn't want to choose. So I chose to sit there silently and wonder, when do I get out of here and get a chance to roam? Then when will that be over, so that I can be at home? And when do you stop thinking every move you make is wrong? And when do you finally find a final answer? How does one commemorate all the things they didn't earn? And when will you quit wondering when I'm finally gonna learn? And how long must I wait in this long line with my returns, if there's clearly no refunds for all this spending? But I wouldn't want to find a better option, and I sure don't want your name up top in bold. And I couldn't have been bothered to get up and get the door, so I just left you sitting out there in the cold. But no one's getting better here, least likely me or you. And no one is in charge of making all our dreams come true. It's like I'm always saying, if you do, you do, you do. And if you don't, then what's the use in even trying? But which way could I put this that won't make you wanna scoff? I put my nose up to the grindstone and that shaved the thing clean off. And I said nothing, really nothing's gonna make me wanna stop. And when you get a chance, could you pass me the clicker? But I wouldn't wanna go into the details, and I sure don't wanna read another letter. And every time I look at you, it's not that I go blind. In fact, it seems I tend to see a little better. And I sure don't want you sifting through my garbage. And is there such thing as a perfect moment? And is it true that I could come and see you anytime I'd like? Or would that require some sort of appointment? Oh, thanks. Thanks for listening, everyone. My name is Jake Mckelvie. Always has been. Once unseated, I retreated back to the north, mere miles away from the sun and its patented warmth. You know, I bet you the crew could break through if they used enough force, just to eke out another couple everyday pars for the course. Well, it's not so much the getting over as the getting through. I used to want you so bad, I just checked. Turns out I still do. I'd gladly roam your direction forever without any clues. But But I've been bending them one way for this long, so why would I try to change the rules? There's a contingency plan, should I happen to heed your suggestion. There's a pill you can take which purportedly aids in digestion. I've got a whole lot to say, but it's not done, don't call it a confession. I'm not tired of the subject, I'm just tired of learning the lesson. So let's take it once more from the top, but this time make it mean something. You've gotta get well, the getting is good, otherwise you just might get nothing. I don't know that for sure, I'm just operating under assumption. And I'm not so sure it's final, but I'm gonna keep 'em coming. If the engine's getting warmer, why would you not leave it running? When the Chinese restaurant closes, the fish don't stop swimming. And I've all but supposed it's a pretty simple life we've been living. But it's not so much that as we're in need of another revision. Final dash, final dash, final dash, this one dash printed. And this whole thing's a pretty small cup, don't overfill it with sorrow. And if there's no sense in getting up, don't set an alarm for tomorrow. Don't forget to give back all the stuff and all the money you borrowed. I've gotta give back all the stuff and all the money I borrowed. Don't get too hung up on all the stuff and all the money you borrowed. Sorry about all of the stuff and all the money I borrowed. Hey, thanks. How's everyone? How you doing? Oh good, oh good, oh good, oh good, oh good. Oh good, oh good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. So they're firing the old staff, calculating the aftermath. No more sad broken hearts, blowing the cartridge restarts. No more I get the reference laughs. No more dryer melt lip balm. No more left-handed ink palm. Tomorrow I'll get ya, and if you're good I could let you fall asleep with your khakis on. Remote control coupon blimps, a quick you in the future glimpse. Well, if you always knew what was gonna come true, then why doesn't it make much sense? And why so sad do you get? Why so bad do you fret? Why must we go to sleep? It's not dark out yet. That's just gonna spread and make you sick. The coast can't be clear, there must be someone here for a singer. or a Kulik. And no more faulty frameworks, no more boarding the plane first. If the whole thing goes down, you don't get to clock out and say that's just how my brain works. And no more knees and please rhymes. What say we limit alone time? Sink into a cozy despair, an electric chair with a sleek ergonomic design. And why so crazy are you? So unsure and untrue. Why are you looking at me? I wasn't talking to you. And why so sad do you get? So downright downtrodden, and yet why must I bathe? I haven't broken a sweat. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. These are all new songs. What's it to you? I'll give you 2 seconds, then I'm kicking your ass. You do know what's good for you, don't you? The last thing I heard before life came too fast. You were right, nobody will warn you. Well, except for the one guy. I didn't think technically he stood a chance. And I figured he knew I was kidding when I up and demanded your love in advance, as if that could actually happen. You have to, like I do, get used to the feeling nobody quotes you in class. And if, let's say, they did, that would not grant you heaven's free pass. Well, nothing against you, I'm not that impressed. I've held my breath for much longer. I'd tell you good night and wish you all the best, but not that the whole world has to offer. How about we think on the small side? Well, I said what I said, and I'd say it again. And I'd yell it real loud for $1. And I'd tap you on one shoulder, duck, smirk, and bend toward the opposite side of your collar. You don't have to take this. I know that it's coming from someone who once stayed in Japan and then sauntered around as if that had been God's only plan. Thanks. unlikely decision to repair what had never been broke. Then I wound up in some kind of prison for 20-odd years of not getting the joke. But I'm not sure it actually mattered, since I couldn't keep up with the cue. So now when I say break, you all scatter, and when I pump fake, just act like you're confused. When your heart breaks, it's not down the middle. They just chisel a chunk off the side. And if you're learning the world's smallest fiddle, you've got to practice it in your spare time. You may not be the last one to tell me that there's no sense in venturing forth. When there's a fire that burns in your belly, it's not like others can gather around it and feel the warmth. But I'm not the prince of picking a winner, nor am I the king of killing time. Call me anything except late for dinner, and don't blame me when it all starts to unwind. But if I had to, for just 1 minute, 'cause that's the limit I could stand, I'd be glad to, yeah, I'll admit it. Piggyback on the world's tallest man. Hey, thanks. I'm going to play a couple more songs. All right, thanks. How dare I imagine such beauty on anything other than you? Had I wanted to vanish, I'm sure I'd have managed, but I didn't, 'cause I didn't want to. I'm guessing you're one of a couple, whereas I'm one of a bunch, and I'm pretty sure I'm in trouble. I think that I'm losing my lunch. Still, I can't tell you concretely just how it is that I feel. It's a lie to imply you complete me, but you're still a big part of the meal. Would you be upset if I suggested you shade me in most of the way? But I can't fill the 1% sliver. What more could I possibly say? Let's assume you're like someone else I knew, though we both know I dare not compare ya. Seems that I'm getting better, but there's likely no cure. so I'm doing my best to prepare you. And sometimes it's hard to entice us, though I'm sure even you could agree. Nothing quite haunts you like life does, and no one quite wants you like me. So if this is a dance we've been doing, then for now I'm refusing to sway. I tried to recite in an incisive Leonard Cohen sort of way, but I stuttered and stammered, and then soon enough, much to my dismay, you shot back, "Who do you think you're kidding? You look like a fool with a hat and a cane." So now I'm either a dog on a tile floor, or else I'm a cat on a couch, and I'm staring you down at the sliding door, hoping you'll notice and come let me out. But then once you do, I'll just stand there a minute or two, then retreat, 'cause I remember the outside will kill you, and I oughta stay off of my feet. But there's nothing that fits like the feeling that I get when you call me a liar, which I tried on, brought home, ripped the tags off, and then never wore, 'cause it shrank in the dryer. But if I do still end up in the running, but I take one or two breaks to breathe, I suppose I'll have had it all coming if you do opt to get up and leave. Hey, thanks. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to play one more song. Thanks for listening. My name is Jake Mckelvie. It's an honor to be here. Thanks for hearing my offerings. Thanks to Yes Chef. Thanks to Berm. Thanks to Young Man Winter. Thanks to Patrick on the sound. Thanks to Dimitri. Thanks to Starlight. It's lovely to be here. I could do this forever. I could cut you in half. The days, they just don't differ, despite how much you ask. You're either big or you're little. I miss the medium you. I'm gonna tell you a riddle, and I'm not gonna give you a clue. If you keep looking up at the giants, you're gonna strain your neck. Sometimes I feel like that one guy, the one who doesn't get no respect. But if not the spoon or the stirrer, the coffee or the cup, this junk gives me the jitters, but I can't help but slurp it up. And how did I get here to begin with? let alone how I intend to get out. And if it's really so all open-ended, then what's all of this fussing about? So now I'm counting my winnings, but it was all beginner's luck. Keep your eye out for the girl at the checkout machine with a face like a hockey puck. And do the bulk of your thinking without me in the room. If it hasn't hit you by now, then it probably will pretty soon. But each time you look out the window, another criminal's at large. And you say this sort of thing would never happen if they'd only put me in charge. Just don't reach too hard for a reason to say it's nice enough. 'Cause everything is too tender, too tender, too tender until it's too tough. And you say you dream about production. I say I don't, and I'm betting it shows. You say you've mastered the art of seduction, and at this point you've all but removed all my clothes. Thanks, everyone. I've got some records and things. If you say hello. Young Man Winter is up next. Thanks for accommodating.